Hi, this is Mary Ann at Akashic Inspirations, and today is Sunday, December 2nd, 2012. This is a reading for Debbie at Glammiewitch, and she asked me about a past life she had, which I had given to her previously as an Egyptian scribe. Well, this past life reading has really led to just the most fascinating information I have ever gotten. And Debbie, I hope you're sitting down to listen to this because you're going to fall off your chair. Today, I wrote in my blog about how ancient wisdom is now appearing through the Akashics, and they're coming to individuals who are ready to release this information into the world, into the light, as truths. And that even though we think that things are happening so quickly, it's part of the overall divine plan, divine order, and its divine timing. This is something that you've been working on as a karmic soul path your entire existence of being. Um, as I went into your records, I saw you as a master mason and master scribe. You were creating the hieroglyphs into tablets. Now, the first tablet that I saw you inscribing was a very strange tablet. And at first, I didn't understand why it was a particular color. I thought it was paint, but it's not. It was an emerald crystal tablet. You were in a temple, but I realized it wasn't an Egyptian temple. So I asked, well, where is this temple? And this temple was in Atlantis. Now, sometimes the Akashics work a little bit different with me because they know that I'm a scholar and I love learning. And so they like me to find things out for myself as well because I can incorporate that knowledge that I have researched and learned. After I kind of went into your reading and I saw different things, I looked up on the internet how Thoth is related to this green tablet I saw. Well, information is that there is something called the Emerald Tablet associated with Thoth. I do believe that this Emerald Tablet did originate in Atlantis. This is what I was told for you. And this is the information on this tablet is basically the basic tenets of the Hermetic Oath. Later on, it was also called the Hermes tablet. And Hermes, the god Hermes from Greek mythology, of course, was the messenger. And he is related to Thoth. He is Thoth in a second incarnation. And it also talks about the elements: earth, air, fire, water, and how these through alchemy are brought into being, how things are brought into being through the alchemical use of the elements. And it basically states, as below, as above, so below. All is one. You have Father, Son, and Mother Moon. And I believe that this is the basis of why you have such difficulties um, associating yourself with gods or goddesses, because you come from this belief and you came into being with this belief that all is one and that you have carried that with your soul throughout all your incarnations. And that the basis that Thoth taught as well is that all is one, and that's what this information, this secret information that was given to the pharaohs. Now, in ancient Egypt, there was a pharaoh, of course, that many people now know is Akhenaten and his wife Nefertiti. Akhenaten created the religion of the one sun god, and that it did not have a physical body to be worshipped. And that was the problem that the Egyptians had. The former Egyptian priests of Amen basically did away somehow with Akhenaten and Nefertiti. And that's what brought down the downfall of the religion of the one sun god, Aken. And I was shown that you were a child in Egypt. You were a royal child because you had a royal forelock. You were a boy. And the name that came to me was Moses. So you were Moses in that incarnation, and Moses was participated in Pharaoh's um, palace, and and it was with Akhenaten, and the worship of the one God, and that is supposedly where he got his belief in the one God. And of course, we know the story of Moses of going into the mountain, bringing down the tablets. So, um, just I'm like speechless. It's really so amazing, and it's so much information. The Hermetic tradition of Hermes, as Thoth as the next incarnation, his next incarnation, was working with Hermes and developing everything regarding healing. Oops, and the the oaths of the oneness of everything. This spread that I've designed for you, that I've gotten off the internet, it's called the Ankh spread. Of course, the Ankh, the symbol of Egypt and wisdom, and so on. And basically, I'll show you how it's laid out. I'm using the Thoth Tarot, and this is the first card, the second, the third, the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and ninth. It's really kind of comes down here, but I did it this way so that you could see. And then I pulled an Ascended Masters card for you. Now, the first card is where you are in your physicality now. And basically, what it is the Nine of Swords. Now, nine, as we know, are completion. So, this is something that you are now coming out of because you've realized this. If you'll see, the swords are dripping like red, and you've got white, like raindrops or white tears. That is your soul's crying because of what you have done to yourself, which is basically limiting yourself, being super self-critical, being judgmental of yourself. And this is something that you are now ready to release and let go of and make the change in your life to get rid of that negativity out of your life. This is the balancing card, which is the impulses or urges. And of course, this is the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is very interesting because we have the he's holding the wheel of fortune in his hands. He has four pillars, which shows stability. This is the process of balance, of finding the balance between all aspects. So this is what you're going into. This is what's urging you to completion. As we go to the third card, this is the Prince of Swords, and this is the past influences in your life. I'm going to put this over here because I wanted to read a little bit more about it to you. Of course, the Prince of Swords is that desire that you have within yourself to become the master of creative and intuitive thinking. He represents the inspired mind, that he doesn't want to be restrained or limited in any way. So now that you've done all of this self-judging, you're ready to get out of this with the Chariot, and it's going to be quickly now. This is what your ascension process is about. And now you've opened your mind to being limitless without limits. It's being able to express yourself out into the world through your creative energies and your intuitiveness. Then we go to what was it that triggered all of this? And we have the Lovers. Now, this is a really interesting card, the Lovers. You have the aspects of light and dark, of course, of the couple, but you have aspects of age and youth. This is really important because you have here uh, the fire sign of Leo, and you also have the eagle here on this side, so the air sign. This back here in the back are iron gates, and the iron gates represent that you will not be bound, that you will not be limited. And we have the hermit who is kind of above them with his hands reaching over them. And in this case, the hermit comes in to bring wisdom, to bring that inner balance. The Lovers talks about all kinds of relationships. It's not only a marital relationship, but it's with children, with your spirit, with yourself, with all aspects. It's a balance, bringing in the light and dark aspects of yourself. It also can mean the ending of a relationship in which it's no longer serving, or the beginning of a new relationship. Um, the next card that we have is the fifth card, which is your higher perception or divine guidance. And lo and behold, here is the sun. Love this. Love this. I'm just fascinating. This card is really interesting because it has all of the horoscope signs around it. So that means the complete integration and working in social groups and partnerships with others in the light. So you're going to be working with all of these other, and as you have been, working with other light workers to bring the message of the oneness to all. Amazing. And the sixth card is the card of necessary conclusions or outcomes, and it is the beautiful card of Nine of Cups. Basically, that your emotional fulfillment will then be overflowing into all aspects of your life. This is also the wish card. So Nine of Cups is the wish card. Again, we have another nine, completion. So as you're right now in a period of completion, it will also bring you complete happiness, finances, emotional, anything that your heart desires will be coming to you now. Amazing, just beautiful, Debbie. I'm so happy for you. This is a fantastic reading. The next card is the seventh card, and this is the card of your next step, of what is imminent in your future. And this card is the Prince of Discs. Now, the elements here, of course, of Taurus, you have the bull here, and this is the builder of new worlds. He has the world, the globe here in his hands, and I'm trying to see here. It's like all these globes are here in the background. These cards are so intricate. Sometimes it's hard to get everything. That it's full of abundance. There's fruits and flowers, like all up here in this golden light. Um, so it's basically a building of structures that will be full of abundance for you. And the eighth card is the hidden element. And I really like this, and I want to bring forward the Lover's card, which is so we could compare. Here again, we have the lion and the eagle. We have fire and water mixing in the cauldron. You can't see this here, but there's a raven here on top of a skull. I don't know if you could see that. Trying to see it on my computer, see if you could see. Anyway, it's here on here, and basically that's life and death. And you've got the sun, of course, here, and the sickles are the moon. So as the sun and the moon combine, they create these spirals here, which are the stars. So again, you are a master of the elements, creating a complete balance. You see he's got two faces here, and it's like it's a man, but it's a dress. So it reminds me of like the magician, and that he's using all of the elements to create things. And on his outfit, he has butterflies. So the butterflies are the transformation. And then this is the higher evolution of the lovers, which also had the Leo and the lion and the eagle, but now you see the colors are swapped. The lion is now white and the eagle is red, where before it was red and white. So it means the evolution of yourself, of where you're going to finally be able to get this whole insight, get all of this information I'm giving you and put it together. And the final card, which is the results card, is this in this deck. This is the 20th of the major arcana, which is Judgment card. Here you have, excuse me, Osiris is this background figure with his finger up to his mouth, being that wisdom is not spoken, it's just known. And you've got, I believe this is Horus here in the middle. Hold on, oops, sorry. I'm going to get this out so I could read you a little bit from the Thoth Tarot, because the symbolism of these cards is really quite important. It says that it reminds us that all perceptions come from our ability to look at the whole, and that it is in our inherent desire to consider longevity, history, and broad perspectives in all situations. So basically, what it's telling you is that you were going to use this knowledge to be able to bring it forward. And it's you've got Osiris, and then Isis is the goddess of intuition, the goddess of wisdom, as she reflects Osiris, which is the Egyptian god of wisdom. And here we have the Egyptian goddess Nut, which is the sky goddess. And she's a dark body uh, covering here the Isis, which is in the middle. And it's the incorporation of professional, personal aspects. It's the womb of creativity, so that you can bring all of these elements into creation. Um, it is using good judgment and being objective from a place of self trust and resourcefulness. And that is where you're leading to. So, from your start journey of self doubt and self criticism, you will then learn to accept who you are and allow this wisdom to come out. Just, I'm like, so I know this is really long, but I just need to get this in here. And the ascended master that I picked for you is Hilarion with health and healing. And you see here, he's got the sacred geometry, all that green chakra energy, his golden halo, and the purple of higher being. And I did want to read you a little bit about it from here. It says that this is a card of healing, that your divine healing power has been awakened, and you will feel compelled to heal others, just as you have been healed. You're supported in making life changes so that you can continue to heal yourself and others. So let go of the fear and the restrictive thinking and fully open to the miracles of healing. That you're safe and that you need to study healing modalities. So that is really big, because since Hermes also worked with Thoth, or was Thoth in another incarnation. I know I've talked a lot, it's 17 minutes, but amazing. I just want to review again. You're starting with this self-doubt and criticism, but the chariot and the balance and the stability is going to allow you to use your creative and intuitive thinking to be able to distinguish and create a balance in your life through the lovers. The sun overlooks all of your being and giving you happiness and providing you with a way of making it real in your life. As you progress into the upper uh, part of the major arcana, the upper part of your journey of a complete transformation in understanding the balance and having the wise judgment to then even taking that further into bringing it globally. So, phew, how's that for you? Was that a good, was that good for you? Anyway, Debbie, amazing. I can't wait for you to see this. I know you're traveling today. You're going to Las Vegas. This also, it creates, this also talks about a big change. It talks about change in the movements, in place, in traveling. And I know today you're traveling, so I think that was a very appropriate card that came out. Gosh, Debbie, I can't wait for you to make a comment on this. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you can, do me a VR, because I really want to hear what you think about it. And again, this ancient wisdom that is coming through you is because of the oneness in the divine. You are an incredible light worker. That this is your purpose, my dear. This is your true purpose in life. And I hope that this resonates deeply with you. I wish you many, many blessings, love and light, Debbie. Namaste.